The first three basic ratios, that is sine, cos, and tan. Once you know the specific angles with respect to the sine, cos, and the tan, then the remaining three are reciprocal ratios. So you just have to take the reciprocal of those values. So with that, I think I will allow you to do the problem and get back to me with the solution. Cosec 45 is the reciprocal of which ratio?
Sine.
Ma'am, sine.
Sine. So do you know what is sine 45? What is sine 45?
1 over root.
Yeah. So the reciprocal of sine 45 will be cosecant 45. So write down cosecant 45 equals root 2. Because sine 45 is 1 by root 2. Cosecant 45 will be root 2. Next one. You want secant 30. Secant is the reciprocal of which trigonometric ratio?
Cos.
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 So cos 30. What is cos 30?
Root 3 divided by
Cos
2.
30. Root 3 by 2.
2.
What will be secant 30? Reciprocal of root 3 by 2?
2 by root.
Yeah, 2 by root 3. So write down secant 30 is 2 by root 3. Sine 30.
Ma'am, 1 by 2.
Half. Yeah, it is 1 by 2. Cot 45 is the reciprocal of which ratio? Cot 45.
Tan.
Tan. What is tan 45?
1.
1. What is cot 45? Again, it is the same 1 because reciprocal of 1 is 1 itself. Then secant 60 is the reciprocal of which ratio? Secant 60? Cos 60. So cos 60 I know is equal to
1 by
cos 60.
1 by
1 by 2. So what will be secant 60? Reciprocal of 1 by 2?
2.
2 itself. So now you have the values of all the 5 specific angles. Substitute them properly and get the result. Let me see. So cosecant 45 is root 2, secant 30 is 2 by root 3, sine 30 is half, cot 45 is 1 and secant 60 is 2. So now substituting these values in the given problem and simplifying, you should be able to get the final answer as 2 by 3. Root 2 the whole square into root 2 by root 3 the whole square multiplied with 1 by 2 the whole square plus 4 times 1 square minus 2 square. So when you multiply and simplify all this, there are two products that you want. So the first bracket is simplified as 2 into 4 by 3. You are seeing the 2 into 4 by 3. Then the second bracket will simplify as 1 by 4 plus 4 negative 4. So the positive 4 negative 4 will go and what you have in the second one is only 1 by 4. So 2 into 4 by 3 will be 8 by 3 into 1 by 4, which will finally become 2 by 3. So I hope you have understood that simplification there. See, only the trigonometry part is what you have to do in the 10th standard. The simplification and all is very, very simple. You should be able to do it. There was one more problem.
Ma'am, actually I have doubt.
Yeah?
Ma'am, I have doubt.
Yeah, please
Ma'am,
ask.
according to Bodmas, the that side sine square 30, ma'am, other side RHS side will be 9 by 4, ma'am. They have written
What is
1
that
by
you're
4.
quoting? Let me come back. What is that? Just a minute. Let me come back to that solution there. What is your Bodmas telling? Which the second bracket you're saying?
Yes, ma'am. 1 by 4 plus 4 minus 4. Ma'am, we should take first addition, no, ma'am.
Addition only you're taking, my dear. Positive 4 and negative 4 will nullify to 0. That is also addition only. Positive
that
4
is
and negative 4, when you add, it will become 0.
Okay.
Whether you add 1 by 4 plus 4 and then subtract negative 4 from that, or you add positive 4, negative 4 and then add 1 by 4 to that, always the answer will be 1 by 4 only, my dear. And why should you go and add 1 by 4 plus 4 when you have a positive and negative 4 which will easily cancel? Is your doubt all right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we are going back to the question again. I had one more question that you had to do there. So I'm coming to question number 13 before I take up the case study. Yeah. The question number 13, please take down. If cos theta equals 2 by 3, then find the value of 4 plus 4 times tan square theta. So here you are going to use your knowledge of trigonometric ratios. So cos theta is given as 2 by 3. So draw a right triangle and mark one of the acute angles as theta, and according to cos theta, what is cos theta equal to? What is the trigonometric ratio? Cos theta equal to in a right triangle.
Adjacent side by hypotenuse.
Cos theta is always equal to adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So because your cos theta is given as 2 by 3, you can write it as 2k by 3k, because we don't know absolutely whether they are 2 and 3. They are 2 by 3 given ratio. So you will take the adjacent side as 2k and the hypotenuse as 3k in a right triangle. Have you drawn the right triangle?
Yes.
Okay. Then if you have drawn the right triangle, you must be able to find the opposite side for theta, because you need tan theta. And what is tan theta equal to? What is the tan of theta?
Opposite side by adjacent.
Yes, opposite side by the adjacent side. So you need the opposite side, so get that. Let me see if you're doing it.
Mom, the answer is 9.
What happened?
Mom, the answer 9, Mom.
Now we will come to the answer, my dear. Please wait. Let everyone do. Okay, I'm stopping my presentation because I need to get back to the board. I'll come back again. Hope you are seeing me and the board. Okay. Is there a mirror image? Should I adjust that?
No, ma'am.
Is it all right now? Can you see the board?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what was given is cos theta equals 2 by 3. So I have taken, I know my cos of theta is always equal to adjacent side by the hypotenuse. All right, so adjacent by the hypotenuse with respect to theta, I have drawn a right angle at B. One of the acute angles I have marked as theta. So because I know cos of theta is adjacent by hypotenuse, so with respect to theta, this side is adjacent and this is the hypotenuse. So I have taken BC as 2k and AC as 3k. Can I find out what is AB? Which is the opposite side? Yeah, by the Pythagoras I know AC square equals AB square plus BC square. So AC I substitute 3k the whole square is equal to AB square is what I want. This is 2k the whole square. So this is 9k square minus 4k square, which will be equal to AB square. Correct? 3k into 3k is 9k square. This is 2 into 2, which is 4k square. When I subtract, I get AB square is so much. So this is 5k square, right? AB square is 5k square, or I can say AB equals root 5 times k. Correct? So can I substitute root 5k here? Did you get this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I need tan theta because I need to substitute it here. Finally, I want the value of 4 plus 4 tan square theta, for which I need to find the value of tan theta. What is tan theta? The trigonometric ratio. For a given triangle, tan theta will be equal to opposite divided by adjacent. So my opposite side with respect to theta is root 5k and the adjacent side is 2k. So my tan theta is root 5 by 2. So I got the value of tan theta. Now I'm going to substitute this here to get this value 4 plus 4 times tan square theta root 5 by 2, the whole square. So that will simplify to 4 plus 4 into root 5 into root 5 is 5. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 plus 5, 9. So 4 plus 4 tan square theta should be equal to 9. Any doubt? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, shall I go back?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me go back to present. Yes. Doubt?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, instead of doing like this, if we take 4, like in the question given, it is 4 plus 4 tan square theta, no, ma'am.
Hmm.
So if we take 4 common and
1 plus tan
so-
square, you apply 1 plus tan square as secant square. Take the secant value as the reciprocal of cos theta. Yes, you can apply. There you
ma'am,
are
we'll
using
get
full
full
knowledge.
marks, no, ma'am.
Sorry?
Ma'am, we'll get the full marks, no, ma'am.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, this is a 1 mark question, my dear. You have to show this working and tell how you got this. Or you have to apply your identity. You should know 1 plus tan square theta equals secant square theta. Because cos theta is given to you. From this cos theta, you will find out secant theta, which is reciprocal of cos theta, which is 3 by 2. Then apply that 3 by 2 for the secant theta value. Take 1 plus tan square as secant square, which is 3 by 2 the whole square. Multiply it with 4, you will again get back the same answer. Yeah, you can do it, provided you know you have to use your identities there. You can do it by any method. Nobody is going to stop you.
ma'am, whether it is for 3 marks or 1 marks.
It's a
if we
1
do-
mark question. I'm just showing, it was question number 13.
Okay, ma'am.
I have picked it as question number 13 only, no? So it's a 1 mark. See, all
Yes,
this
ma'am.
working is definitely required. You can't guess and write some answer and tell I am eligible for 1 mark. That's why I'm again insisting that these specific angles or these identities that you're using, please work it out and get the answer. All right? But there is no harm. If you are able to identify, I'm seeing the identity there, very good. Go ahead. Maybe that will be a little less in steps. But you should know how to get that 1 plus tan square. 4 is a common factor in both the terms. So 4 times 1 plus tan square theta will become 4 times secant square theta. This you must know. All right? Good.
Yes,
If you
ma'am.
do it that way, I'm
Thank you,
happy.
ma'am.
But you should do it properly. Right? So we'll get back to our question paper again, where I want to take my case-based question. Yeah, are you seeing my question paper?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now I'm going to the case-based question here. So because we already have done one question on coordinate, I'm skipping this question and I'm going to this one now. Take down this diagram. See, when you see such a diagram where you have two triangles with a common vertex, and then there are some ratios or some portions given to you. You have OA marked as 50, AP marked as 50, OB marked as 40, and again BQ marked as 40. Which content do you think is getting revised here?
PPT.
PPT.
Theorem.
Is it BPT or it is something to do with heights and distance? Suddenly, if somebody is thinking it's heights and distance.
Ma'am, heights and distance. Yes, ma'am, heights and distance.
Heights and distance. Where is the angle of elevation or angle of
Ma'am, it's
depression?
BPT.
See, initially it may look as though it is a question on heights and distance, but there's no angle of elevation or depression given to me. So the maximum I can think is it has to do something with similarity of triangles, or it has something to do with the Pythagoras theorem, or finally it has something to do with the BPT. All right. So looking at the diagram, it is going to be a question on chapter on triangles is what I understand. So now let me go and read the question. As shown in the figure, Harish is trying to measure the height of two towers, AB and PQ. He is flying a kite. He is having 100 meter thread with him. Harish found that when his half thread is open, that time kite is just above the tower AB. Harish continues flying the kites. When his full thread is open, that time the kite reaches just above PQ. So this is when it is 50 meters of thread is there. He is opening out. I hope you understand what is opening the thread. It is allowing the thread to untwine and the kite will soar. You understand how to fly, means when you fly a kite, you have to release the twine, correct? Only then it will fly. So the higher it moves, this length will keep increasing. Am I right? This is where the string is tied to the kite. So when the kite is moving to this height, 50 meters of thread has come out from the bundle. So when the kite is still further moving up, so we have to release the twine. Is a nadilanda kittogate. It will just give away. So if it still has to move higher, you have to still release the length, and it has taken another 50 meters to reach the point P. All right. So this is how it is told that OA is of length 50 and AP is again length 50, because totally when the kite is reaching the point P, 100 meters of twine is released. All right. Did you follow the question? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So now let us see what they have to ask us. Now the first question is, what is the height of the tower AB? How to find this height of the tower AB? Any idea?
From Pythagoras theorem.
Very good.
Ma'am, 60 meter. Ma'am, 60 meter.
Will become, oh, 1 minute. ABO is a right triangle. How?
Ma'am,
Then
100
AB is
centimeter.
perpendicular to OB.
How did you think that ABO is a right triangle? Only then your Pythagoras.
Equal to hypotenuse. OB plus BQ is equal to other side.
But
The tower
AB
foot will be
is a
perpendicular
building
to the
and OB is the horizontal what? Ground level.
ground level.
A building will stand on the ground only. So always when there is a vertical standing on a horizontal, the angle made will be 90 degrees. So using the Pythagoras, I think the AB can be arrived at. So
Ma'am,
the
30
choice
meter.
given is 40, 30, 50 and 100.
30
Which is your choice?
30 meter.
30
30
meter.
meter.
How? 50 square will be
Ma'am,
equal to
100 meter square is
50 square is
equal to
AB
80.
square plus OB square.
Yes. So this OA is 50 square, which is 2,500. 40 square is 1,600 or 1,600. So 2,500 minus 1,600 will be 900. So AB square will be 900, means AB will become 30. So this is your choice. Right? Are you able to use the Pythagoras there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, what is the
Yes,
height
ma'am.
of the tower PQ? Now you want PQ.
60, ma'am.
Pythagoras theorem.
Pythagoras.
Again, Pythagoras theorem. Anybody seeing it
60
differently?
meter by Pythagoras.
Pythagoras.
Anybody seeing it differently?
Ma'am, by BPT we can do.
By BPT, very good. How by BPT? Where is BPT here?
Ma'am, triangle OBA is similar to triangle POQ.
How and why? How and why?
Ma'am, angle O is
OBA
same.
equals
And
angle
angle O
OQP,
is equal to
90 degree each.
Yes, O is a common angle, correct? And there are two right angles in the two triangles. So by the AA criteria, the two triangles become similar. Okay, similarity I understood then.
Ma'am, the ratios will be equal. The ratios of sides.
Yes, the ratios of the sides of two similar triangles will always be equal. So you can use that to find out PQ. You know, your OA by OP will be equal to OB by OQ and your AB by PQ. So you can use those ratios to find out the length PQ. That is one way. Otherwise, again, you will take the bigger triangle as a right triangle, substitute the Pythagoras theorem and get the value of PQ. Okay, in both the ways, what should be your answer? PQ?
60.
160 meters.
It should be your
60
60
meters.
meters. Next. What is the length of the hypotenuse of triangle OAB?
50 meters.
50 meters.
50 meters.
50 meters.
This is the 90 degrees at B. The side opposite to the 90 degrees will be your hypotenuse. So OA is the hypotenuse, which is 50 meters in length. What is the length of the hypotenuse of triangle OPQ?
100 meters.
100 meters.
Yes, this is the hypotenuse. PO is the hypotenuse because Q is the right angle. Okay, so this will be 100 meters. Next, the last one. What is the length of the base of triangle OPQ? Length of base
80 meters. 80
PQ.
meters.
80 meters.
It will be 40 plus 40, which is 80. Did you see how easy it is to get the marks here? That's why I'm worried. The case study, we cannot afford to lose any mark at all. All right, now we will take up one more question. Actually, I wanted to do the statistics, but I think there is one more question in no, yeah, this one. Try this, question number 25. Both of them you can take down. It's a choice there. Both the questions, one is completely on specific angle, the other one is on trigonometric ratio. Or if you can think of identities, I am very happy. Come on, do it. Take it down quickly.
Ma'am, which question?
25. If 3 times cot A equals 4, find the value of cosecant square A plus 1 whole divided by cosecant square A minus 1. Or you have to verify that the LHS will simplify to become the RHS, which is given as 2. Do it, let me see. All right, the first part, was it done? Which one are you doing first? The specific angles or the identities that you are having here? Okay, all of you very busy solving or simply taking rest behind the camera? Okay, the first case, 3 times cot A was given as 4. So my cot A will become 4 divided by 3. The 3 is transposed here. But we know because of our identity, cosecant square minus cot square equals 1. Or in other words, my cot square, the value is given as 4 by 3. I substitute it as 4 by 3 there and hence get cosecant square A. Why am I thinking about cosecant square A? Because I am asked this cosecant square A plus 1 whole divided by cosecant square A minus 1. So adakke nange cosecant square A bekagide. So what do? From this, using this identity, I got the value of cosecant square A. And once you get it as 25 by 9, I substitute it here. 25 by 9 plus 1 whole divided by 25 by 9 minus 1. This simplification I want you to do, and finally you will get the value as 34 by 16. I think that fraction simplification you should be able to do. It's a cross multiplication with a reciprocal of the denominator. The cancellation will happen and finally you will get a 34 by 16. All right. I hope that is clear. Because your cot A is given and a cosecant square is asked, you should know that there is an identity which connects the cosecant square and the cot square. Because I know cosecant square minus cot square equals 1, or the original identity actually we have studied as 1 plus cot square equals cosecant square. So adana rearrange model. I told you in all the 3 ways you must know how to rearrange the identities. 1 plus cot square is cosecant square andre cosecant minus cot square is equal to 1 antanu gottagbeku. I think when I gave the identities, I have given it in all the multiple forms. Please learn that also and get used to it. Because such a problem happening for 2 or 3 marks is great for us. Then the next one, as usual, the specific angles. I hope at least now you realize why you have to know the specific angles. Because if you don't know these values, then you can't even start the problem. Following? That's why I'm very particular that the specific angles, the recall should be very, very accurate. There should be no mistake in that. So we'll go to the second problem where you have to recall sine 30, cos 60, cos 45 and sine 90. I know my sine 30 is 1 by 2. So because it is sine to the power 430, it will be 1 by 2 raised to the power 4. Similarly, the second ratio is cos to the power 460. I know cos 60 is again half. So half to the power 4 minus 3 times the cos 45 value is 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 the whole square minus again sine 90 is 1 square. After this it's only simplification. So 1 multiplied 4 times on the numerator you have 1. 2 multiplied 4 times denominator you have 16. Similarly again 1 by 2 to the power 4 will be 1 by 16. So this is one bracket which has to be simplified and multiplied with 4. The second bracket 1 by 2, 1 by root 2 the whole square becomes 1 by 2 minus 1 square again becomes 1. So half minus 1 will be a negative 2. Please be very careful. It is half minus 1. So it is negative half multiplied with negative 3 becomes positive 3 by 2. And in the first part you have 2 by 16 into 4 which becomes again 1 by 2. Because 4 into 2 is 8 here, 8 by 16 is half. So half plus 3 by 2 becomes 4 by 2, which finally becomes 2. So because we had to verify that this will totally simplify to become 2, we have told that when we start from the LHS, we reach the RHS which is equal to 2. And hence you will tell it is verified. All right, I think you must have understood this by now. Any doubt? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
I think I will stop presenting here because it's almost time. So tomorrow, as I have already said, the 10th A will go to get the records assessed tomorrow in the first period. And 10th B, we will do some more recall with respect to trigonometry. All right. So come prepared for the specific angles, the recall, and also you should be able to take up a few more problems on the trigonometry itself. I hope I get some more problems there. All right. I think with that we will